Welcome to Birmingham, Alabama, the Magic City today at Protective Stadium as a couple of teams look to walk away as champions of the Birmingham Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Commodores offense takes the field for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for his team. He will get the rock early and often.
Now on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So Georgia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Quarterback on the keeper. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Lane. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Pavia. He's got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The play-action fake. Still looking, on the move. Runs through a tackle. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that. While the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense, nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Hard work. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Sticks it in his belly. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Pavia. Using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And I love when the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He'll do it himself. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Alexander. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the big fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Gives it to the back on the draw. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
First down, Commodores.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So the 16-play drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Makes one man miss. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll run play action. The throw to the outside is complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapted. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's running in the open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nerves. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. The back goes in motion. They'll run the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well, but you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 85 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed behind the line. It's Skinner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
The option look. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Commodores are rolling down the field. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to power their way ahead. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
A lot of urgency for this offense. On the ground, it's Alexander. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Fires left, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. To the air, it's King. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stowers. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Power football with the run. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Pavia. He makes the connection. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He's looking for a man on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some designed QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gain.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Steps away. Oh, what a move! And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, no one to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an entertaining 1st half, and always such a fun and vibrant environment there in Birmingham at the Birmingham Bowl. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's send it back to Reese and the fellas for the 2nd half of the Birmingham Bowl.
And the Commodores will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the 1st half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this 2nd half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
finds the tight end. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The heat was coming, and the punter gets a gold star for avoiding catastrophe. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the tailback. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's King. Quarterback moving. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's Lane. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Gets open down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the air, it's Pavia. Fires to the tight end. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's King. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Keeps looking downfield. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Line getting set on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll pull it on the read. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry up. The give out of the gun.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Finds a little space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Finds his man down the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The Yellow Jackets are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's King. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Powers forward. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Vandy. And that one will give him the lead.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Dances away to buy time. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Takes it from the gun on third down. Might be looking to run. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Looking down the middle. Got his man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards in his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Fakes his man out. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Commodores! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's King. Pocket starts to collapse. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Haynes. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him onto the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And the missed connection on third down.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. Oh, look out! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Handoff to the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's King. Makes his connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is fear. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to pass, it's Pavia. They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Great job on defense. They did their film study. On 3rd down, they're trying to dial up the screen, see if they can get these pass rushers way up the field, but no can do. They get a tackle for loss on the play, now setting up 4th.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's King. Makes the grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He'll try to pop the draw. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off play action. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So a little too much contact through the PI flag. They'll decline that one, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down in the 26. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. A stop and pull, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Lane. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the middle. And he intercepts it. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Floating away. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field. If somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play.